Hello and welcome. This is going to be a short video series trying to answer PraecorLoth's question about whether you can use agents and economic force to win a Rome Total War campaign. I'm using Egypt for the purpose of this test, purely because they have lots of provinces to start off with, which means that I can get a good economy going, because as I can't capture any settlements using force, or military force anyway, and there are only a few factions around it. I have one rebel base down here, and there's another here, and then it's Seleucid Empire as far as the eye can see, apart from Numidia, which is fairly unimportant there. They're not going to attack me for a while, and I'll be able to hold them off with my defensive armies that I'm allowed. Plus I have 3 big cities here, and they'll all be walled, so it's going to be very easy to hold them off. This is only a short campaign because it will be very, very tedious to do a long campaign. It has taken me about 8 or 10 turns to get this far. I've only captured Damascus. I haven't even got to creating assassins yet. The problem with this campaign is that you have to balance spending denarii to create economic buildings, which will give you money over time, but will reduce your short-term ability to bribe people. So you kind of have to balance them. It's quite a hard act. Damascus alone cost 40,000, and to level up my diplomats, I have been bribing the Seleucid Empire's forces. And as you can see, it's not done too badly. You can see that's my best diplomat, and that's the Greeks, and that's my other one. At the moment, I think that the best way of getting good diplomats is training them and swapping over the ancillaries that the new ones get, which is how he got translator. Otherwise he'd be a pretty crappy diplomat as well. As you can see, here are a few of my relic, as he wasn't very good, so I left him. Now let's have a look at the stats. Where are they? There we go. I'll only show the Seleucid Empire because that's the only empire that I've interacted with. As you can see, interestingly, their line is lower than mine. Military ranking is higher, even though I've bribed a lot of their forces, about 30 units I'd say, plus a general and settlement. I'm not quite sure what production ranking is. I guess I've always wondered what it is, but I'm guessing that it's the amount of troops and the amount of things you recruit and build, but I can't be sure about that. As for the territorial ranking, you can say I've gone up, they've gone down. And financial, which is interesting, they have had a lot more money though than I have, which is interesting, although I'm guessing it's because I haven't been pestering them, whereas the Seleucid Empire would normally have a lower line with less money because Egypt would be running riots all over them. But that's not the case at the moment, and that's the big bribe on the 10th turn. I mean, that's pretty much all I can really say. Well, I'll show you my faction tree. Nothing's happened because I'm trying not to get too many family members, although I won't be able to avoid that with the people I bribe. I can see a few potential problems with this. The first being it's going to be very slow, and I'm going to be a very technologically backward nation, as I'm going to be focusing on trading, and if anyone does attack me, I'm going to be pretty screwed. So I'm hoping I'm going to be able to have such a good economy, I'm going to be able to bribe my way out of any problems. Anyway, I'll come back with another update video a little later. So I'm signing off. Goodbye.